Thoros, how many times have you brought me back now? The Red Priest bowed his head.
It is R'hllor who brings you back, my lord, the Lord of Light. I am only his instrument.
How many times? Lord Beric insisted.
6.
Thoros said, reluctantly.
And each time is harder. You have grown reckless, my lord. Is death so very sweet?
Howdy everyone, welcome back to Nerd Theory. We felt like we needed to make this video while mourning the death of both Daenerys Targaryen and the death of her character. If you're here, you've likely watched the final episode of Game of Thrones and know that the breaker of chains Daenerys Stormborn has died, beared off by her faithful dragon Drogon to be laid to rest in parts unknown. The most obvious destination for Drogon to take Daenerys would be the smoking ruins of Valyria. Both dragons and Targaryens have their start in that ancient city. Well, Targaryens do at least, but that's another video for another day. And while Old Valyria seems like a fitting place for Drogon to go, a line was said at the end of the final episode of Game of Thrones that suggests something a bit different. When King Bran the Broken asks if there has been any word on Drogon, the new Grand Maester Samwell Tarly, before getting cut off by Bronn, states there has been reports of sightings of Drogon in Volantis. Now, why would Drogon be hanging around Volantis? Just a quick refresher. Volantis is the largest of the free cities of Essos, the first daughter of Old Valyria, the birthplace of Robb Stark's show wife, and the home of the Temple of the Lord of Light. And we all know that the priests and priestesses of R'hllor have a particular set of skills at their disposal. So Drogon has been spotted in Volantis, and the headquarters for those resurrection specialists, the Red Priests, are also in Volantis. In fact, the high priestess of the temple, Kinvara, was actually on the show, and was shown pledging her support for Daenerys, fully aware of the prophecies that surrounded the Mother of Dragons. Furthermore, we saw Melisandre go to Volantis in Season 7, only to return in Season 8 more powerful than we've ever seen her. It seems to me that Mel learned some new tricks that could have only been learned at the Temple of the Lord of Light in Volantis. So what better place to take a dead person? Now Kinvara is not the only powerful individual who seems to care for Daenerys. Quaithe, while admittedly in the books a much different character with likely much different origins and much different motivations, is shown in a mask covered with the same shapes that line the necklaces of both Melisandre and Kinvara. While much of her show character will forever remain a mystery, it is clear that she has power. She has no fear of Jorah Mormont or his sword.
Draw your sword. See what your steel is worth.
And she also has the ability to protect people from the curses that haunt Old Valyria.
This man must sail past Old Valyria. All who travel too close to the doom must have protection.
And it can be inferred that she is in league with the Red Priests of the Lord of Light, who seem to be all for Daenerys. I feel I should also mention that when Jon asked Tyrion if he did the right thing in killing Daenerys in their final scene together, Tyrion says to ask him again in 10 years, suggesting a possible sequel miniseries in the future, or look back at the characters at least, or maybe not, but hey, a guy can dream. As a last piece of evidence, and probably the main source of inspiration for this video, the official soundtrack released in conjunction with Season 8, Forthethrone, features a song, Pray, by Matt Bellamy of Muse fame. In the song, there is an interlude in High Valyrian, and when translated to English, these words read, "From darkness, light, from ashes, fire, from death, life. And I know what you're thinking. What would be the Lord of Light's purpose for resurrecting Dany? Well, I'll let Kinvara answer that one.
The dragons will purify non-believers by the thousands, burning their sins and flesh away.
But now it's your turn. Where do y'all think Drogo went? Do you think the Lord of Light has more plans for Daenerys? Would you want to see a sequel miniseries one day to wrap a few things up? Or was the show's ending perfect? Let me know in the comments below, along with your Q&A questions. Please don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed what you saw. Even if you didn't enjoy it, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click the bell so you catch all of our upcoming content. Love and peace, everyone.